As you can see, I got this book for 50 cents at the school book fair when I was growing up. It looks like the book currently sells for $8.99 or $9.99, depending on which cover you want. Thank you very much, but I will stick with the highly inaccurate cover, which makes it seem like the angel of the Lord is the happiest, cutest girl ever. The first chapter is all about how bad the Herdman kids are. They are monsters, absolute monsters. They smoke, they swear, they set a tool house on fire, they torture animals, they blackmail fat kids, and they like to hit other kids all the time. Everyone at school avoids them. It looks like all the people who dislike this book stopped at chapter 1. The book is a comedy, so the badness of the Herdmans is intentionally exaggerated. A lot of humor comes from how poorly behaved they are. In real life, they all would have been arrested a long time ago. If you can't find any humor in kids who behave awfully, then this is not the book for you. Also, you probably shouldn't be a babysitter. Naturally, nobody wants the Herdmans near the Christmas pageant. They don't even want the Herdmans near the church, since they steal from the collection basket and drink all the communion wine. You can probably guess what happens next. The Herdmans decide they want to be in the Christmas pageant. They get all the major roles by threatening the other kids into dropping out. Alice Wendelkin, who normally plays Mary, is furious that Imogen Herdman stole her role. Alice spends the entire book complaining about the Herdmans and writing down every bad thing they do. Alice is not a likable character, but she works well in that she provides a strong contrast to the Herdmans that amplifies the humor. Mrs. Armstrong normally runs the Christmas pageant. When she's injured, the narrator's mother is picked as a last-minute replacement. That's part of the reason why the Herdmans are able to take over the play. It's funny to see Mother struggle to keep the play on track while the Herdmans derail things. Mrs. Armstrong is so controlling and bossy that Mother is determined to make the pageant a success. I should note that nobody talks in the play except for the angel, who says one line. Really, it should not be that difficult. But sometimes managing little kids is like herding cats. The Herdmans have never heard the Christmas story before, so they interrupt rehearsals with questions and inappropriate comments. The wise men think they should beat up King Herod. Joseph thinks he should threaten the innkeeper. The angel thinks angels are superheroes. They argue over kidnapping baby Jesus and what the baby's name should be. I would have named him Bill. During dress rehearsals, Imogen wears huge earrings and smokes cigars in the church bathroom. The smoke is so bad, the fire department's called. As a result, they have never done a full rehearsal of the pageant before opening night. Everyone attends the pageant to see how the Herdmans will mess it up. It's honestly not that bad. Imogen burps the baby Jesus, and the Holy Family looks frightened. The narrator realizes that's probably a lot closer to how the real Holy Family acted, compared to more sanitized versions, where they're happy to sleep with barn animals, and everyone's so clean it looks like they just stepped out of the shower. The wise men bring ham, since they think that's a better gift than perfume. The whole thing is so overwhelming that Imogen cries. Again, it makes the narrator think more deeply about the mystery of Jesus' birth and the wonder of the first Christmas. It is a touching scene. Many people can't get through it without crying themselves. The end. Post-book follow-up. I read this book to my daughter, and she loved it. She was howling with laughter at certain parts. Especially the one kid who keeps asking, "What if they get sick?" every single time that Mother assigns a role. Getting hung up on a random detail that doesn't matter at all is a very kid-like thing to do. In general, the book is pretty funny. The characters feel distinct and fleshed out. The Herdman boys are the exception. I cannot tell any of them apart. Then again, that could be intentional on the part of the author, as it's normally hard to tell the three wise men apart, and St. Joseph never talks in the Bible. I was surprised at how much Bible stuff there was in this book. About a third of the book is discussing the Christmas story. That was a change of pace since most Christmas movies and TV shows never mention Jesus, much less the Holy Family. Funny enough, there was room for even more Bible talk in this book. The book doesn't discuss the flight into Egypt or the murder of the Holy Innocents. The book is rather short. Some people might complain it's so short that nothing happens. There's not much besides play auditions, 2 rehearsals, then the play. I think there's enough of the narrator's parents and home life to provide variation to the story. Some aspects of the book didn't age well, such as treating pregnant like a dirty word, or every woman being referred to by her husband's name. Overall, I enjoyed the book as a kid, and I still enjoy it as an adult. It's not perfect, but it's a lot of fun, and it has a heartwarming ending that emphasizes the humanity of the Christmas story. I give The Best Christmas Pageant Ever a 10 out of 10.